Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a beautiful sunny Moose Minute Project this morning on a Monday morning. Snow-covered ground here in southwest Wisconsin. Sun is in the air, but it is bitter cold. Again. But that's why we live here. And that's why they have sweatshirts and pants, I think. Insulated pants, too. They're nice. I had them on this weekend. I'm ice fishing with some buddies. And my son out on Redstone had never really been up there. Didn't know where we were going, so they got a lot of snow, though, on the lake. And thank you to a nice gentleman out of Illinois that gave me a ride back to my truck on his snowmobile so I could make it a lot easier and letting us cut through his yard to load up all of our ice fishing gear. Because it was a long walk from the boat landing, and with all the fresh snow, yeah. So thank you. So welcome to the Moose Minute Project. And where are we going? Just saw an article, 22-year-old Stevens Point boy, or man, however you want to look at it. To me, he's a boy because he's about my son's age, has died because of inhaler prices. His inhaler is no longer covered by insurance, and it was $539. So he left with an emergency inhaler. And he has now passed. Where are we going? When are we going to start this? And you can be right wing about this and answer it as well. And you can tell me all the things that we shouldn't have, or because of taxes, whatever. But we need to start taking care of our people here. And when kids like that at 22 years old, a whole hell of a lot of life left in front of him, and they pass away because inhaler prices. And I know this struggle because I have family members, immediate family members that under our household that pay exorbitant numbers for basically to stay alive to a certain extent. When the hell are we going to pull our heads out of our butts and hold people more accountable and not get excited that we're renaming a body of water, or we're taking back a canal, or, oh God, we need to take back Greenland? You guys can sit here and tell me, oh, that's all good for everything. No, what it is it's stupid. We need to worry about our vets. We need to worry about the mental awareness and the mindsets of our local law enforcement agencies, because of the disrespect they face every day. The stuff is just getting out of hand. And if you think Doge or Trump or even, it's not even right or left, because they can't sit in a room together and work together. Our country is in a dire need of help. And unless we start rotating some of the, and I worked in the grocery store, you always took the oldest ones and brought them front so they would get bought, and then the new ones would take over. We need to do that. As a country, we need to do that. Now, I look at Mr. Trump wanting to now go be able to run for a third term. Well, if you open that up, you're going to open up a whole new ball of worms there. Yeah. You are, because there's going to be other presidents then that could run for a third term as well. Just remember that. I would like a little more focus on our young people, health coverage, insurance. Put the bite down on Big Pharma. You're not going to get that because they have too much money invested in paying off all of these people. Big Pharma, petroleum, you guys can tell me gas prices were, so low then. Where are they headed now? They're actually went up again. When are you going to start taking accountability and say, we might have screwed up a little bit here? Because I guarantee if the left would be doing what they are doing right now in the White House, the right would have had a holy crap fit already. An absolute crap fit over what's going on in our country. When are we going to stand up together and come together to make a fight for this, so we don't lose 22-year-old kids that have a whole lot of dream left, a whole lot of possibilities left? Look it up. Take a look. I saw it online as the news. It wasn't just a random post here. It was actually from their local news. So you can say, oh, Chris, that's fake news, whatever, I guess. That's the new word now, is fake news, for anybody that doesn't report anything good about what's going on in the Oval Office. So, and we're now banning news people from Air Force One or from the Oval Office, or telling people to shut up and don't talk to me that way, being very disrespectful. And you can say, well, Chris, the news people are too. I didn't see in any of the clips that were covered where they were disrespectful. They were asking simple questions. What pisses me off is when I see stories like this of a 22-year-old that died because his medications, his inhaler, went to $539 because his insurance wouldn't cover it anymore. And it's a life and death medication. Yeah, and I know personally about stories like that. Like I said, it happens in our household too. And you have to go different angles. These kids are having to fight for things just to stay alive. And yet we let them down. It's pretty sad. It's a pretty heartbreaking thing to think about that a 22-year-old kid passes away because he couldn't afford his inhaler. I've had this discussion with younger kids that are diabetics that I bowl with, that they can't have certain monitors or certain this because the prices are outrageous because their insurance don't cover it. And yet we're talking about people that can die from these situations. I could be, and my sensor, I quit wearing it because I found they weren't quite accurate with numbers, but B, there again, $75, $85 a month, but then I'm also spending already $100 a month or so on my meds. So, and they're like, well, Chris, just get healthy. Well, some of it isn't that simple. A lot of my meds are for my stroke damage. Yes, some of it's diabetic, but a lot of it is also from depression, stroke damage, seizures, things I don't have control over. And that bugs the hell out of me. But to see stories like this rings close to home because of the age and the reason why. And it is just shitty. I think sometimes we need to pull our heads out of our asses and start realizing that we are all human beings. But it's way easier to call names, call people what you want to make you feel better. You don't want to answer the tough questions. You just say, nah, you're dumb for believing what you are, or your head isn't buried in the sand. It's easier than actually looking at the honest truth of what is brought to the table. And that's the sad part today. So, I'm going to end on a positive note for Marcy's Strikeout Alzheimer's Shootout, which the second annual will be November 8th, 2025, at the Phoenix Center. So the good news is, Roddy Dull, I posted on the events page. If you're part of the events page, I've invited everybody that I'm friends with to it, so hopefully you've accepted the invite to get the updates. Roddy Dull, a friend of mine here in Boscobel, a great artist, has donated a farm scene that he painted. It's gorgeous. Has donated that. That'll be available for silent auction November 8th, 2025 at the second annual. I have my 12 teams already. It's already full. So to relay some of it, TKO has donated a full smoked brisket again. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate that. Everything you do there. And this is the part I can only do for my sponsors. Yes, it's a long ways away, but they're going to get a bunch of name mentions. They're going to get told that their food is superior if they have food, whatever they do. Marcia Nautigal has offered 2 cheesecakes, and the report back from those 2 cheesecakes that she made for my mom's tournament, they were phenomenal, and they were a steal of a price for what they got for. So I'm hoping that we raise more money with her cheesecakes, and Diane's name is well known in the dessert world for her cheesecakes. Grace, they go through the roof for Grace. Aquaview sent an underwater camera. I have that. Packers sent a team signed football. Yes, it's not actual signed. It's their signatures though. I have that. Sandy Granger has donated 2 wood cutouts that are absolutely adorable. They are awesome. Wyatt, Hostetler is also going to be doing, he's doing painting as well for it. Susan Price says she is going to be back in, I believe. I've talked to her as well. Prairie Country Club is going to be in as well. They're going to do their round of golf like they did last time. So if you look on the events page, I update that every time I get something. And RLK's Guide Service, new to the tournament this year as a sponsor, has given a $500 gift card, or gift certificate, I should say, for fish house rental. If you want to go up north and you want to be spoiled in 70-degree, inside temperatures in a fish shack, you don't have to fill the generators with gas. You don't have to do anything like that, because they take care of all of it. Thad and the crew up there, RLK Guide Service, new this year, $500 gift certificate will be auctioned off as well on a silent auction. So I have some cool stuff, and I'm just starting to get rolling. I mean, I've got a long time to go. It's and it will be here before I know it. Yes, I know that for sure. But like I said, I do have 12 teams already. That's the most I'm taking. Double elimination this year. New $1,000 to win. Double elimination. I believe I moved 880 for the average. So it'll be a little different this year. So, but double elimination bracket. You can complain all you want about the tournament. Everybody liked it that bowled it. And if you bowl it and complain, don't be surprised if you're not back the following year. It's just how it's going to be. It's my tournament. I cut the rules for it, and I settle all discrepancies. And if you threw a fit, you're not welcome back. So we're here to have a good time. We're here to honor my mom. We're here to make money for Alzheimer's, which we did last year. $5,133. Kyle. Yes, Kyle donated 2 face cords of wood this year. So I have that new sponsor as well out of Boaz. Kyle's a great guy. So yeah, I'm truly blessed with what I've got going on, but take a look on the events page and, you can see there. But again, had a report about the TKO smoked brisket, that it was absolutely phenomenal. So Tim has graciously done that again this year. So I am truly humbled and honored. And, if you sponsored last year and you watched these, and you want to be on it again, just message me and say, hey, Chris, I'm good to go. Here's what we're going to do. And I will take care of you. I'll make sure you get on and you get quite a bit of mentions and everything else. So truly looking forward to it. I'm heading into work. Just wanted to voice my opinions over the weekend. Have a great weekend. Have a great week, and we will talk soon. And as always, take time to bless somebody's day today.